Hi, my name is Nadia. I'm from the Emerging Leaders of the United Way of Greater Waterbury here at Waterbury Baptist Ministries. And I'm here to talk with Pastor Maynard today to learn more about the involvement and the initiative.
And I'm Pastor Maynard Tyson. I'm pastor and director here at Waterbury Baptist Ministry. We have a food pantry on Friday, but I'm also the moderator for the Food Resource Committee by United Way. The soup kitchens and the food pantries of all Waterbury meets together, and we meet together once a month to talk about the needs and how we can take the resources and spread them out and meet the needs that are out there in the community.
That's great. So can you tell us a little bit more about the involvement with Stock the Pantry over the years and just like your involvement as the chair?
Sure. Stock the Pantry started a few years ago. We found that as food pantries that during the summertime the need goes up, but the resources coming in seem to die down. People want to give around Thanksgiving.
Right.
They want to give around Christmas and during the winter month. But people forget that during the summertime, when a lot of the children are home or a lot of it's longer daylight time, the food resources, the need become greater. But people are going on vacations, people they just, get involved in different things of the summertime. And they go on their vacation, but hunger is not going on vacation. And we, as pantry, found that we needed this. So United Way came up with the idea of Stock the Pantry, where we would go to different businesses and groups and ask them if they would give during the summertime. They would help us stock our pantry so that we would be empowered to meet the needs that are out there in our community.
I mean, that's great to address the issue of the summer versus other times where people have that on their mind, and Stock the Pantry has been so great to keep that at the forefront of their minds.
Yeah, and it meets the need. They actually survey all the pantries and ask us what are our greatest needs, like cereal or tuna or different items on there, and we get to list the top 10 items that we're looking for. And the business in the past has been great to meet that need, and we're looking for knowing that this is going to meet our needs and help us get over that summer hump to reach the people and feed them. With the pandemic, the children have been doing virtual at home, so the need is greater. Our pantry, we open up at 11:30 to 2:30 every Friday. But even though we start at 11:30, it's not uncommon for around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, people are starting to make lines out there.
Oh, wow.
Because they want to meet the need. And we see senior adults, we see young family members there. We've even had children that would come for their parents to receive food because their parents may be at home waiting for something to happen, and the children would come here so that they could get a bag for their families. So the need's there. And even we found with the pandemic, we went from where we were doing 150 to maybe 160 families. We went up to 200 families. So, and the numbers, it just depends on the time of the month, or it depends on the time of the year, whether that number will increase again. And we're here to meet that needs.
So in Waterbury, has that number continuously increased over the years? Like, what do you foresee for this year or the next year? Like, what should we know in Waterbury?
Well, the last year, and especially during the spring and summer, our numbers went to 200. We're not sure what we're going to get. We're still can be at that 200 range and stuff, around 170 or so. But we have new families coming in each week, and sometimes we only see them one time, or they'll constantly come in. Some maybe lost their job or laid off for a few weeks, and they needed us to meet that need.
Oh, yeah.
But the biggest thing is, we were, when we had to decide whether with the pandemic we're going to close or not, we talked to the people and they said, please don't close. We need you to stay open. And we sort of said this last year and we're saying it this year. We're not going to close. We're going to be here. But we need our backers to be there with us to strengthen us as providing food for us so that we can meet the needs that are there. The number has grown, and it's not uncommon to even get people maybe from another area coming in just saying, I need, some food for one time, and we'll meet that needs too.
Well, that's great. And what is the volunteer activity like here? Like, do you have a lot of volunteers coming in?
We do. Most of our volunteers were people that were actually in the line at one time, and they started volunteering because they wanted to help. And we like that because it's empowering them, giving them something to do. We do receive help sometimes from businesses or different groups, and we welcome that. Our volunteers, they see it as a job. They see it as sort of a calling for them. They're here every morning. We get here at 7 o'clock. When the bread comes, we put the bread away. When the food truck from Connecticut Food Bank or other things come in, they're here to do that. I have 2 volunteers that'll be bagging stuff on today for tomorrow when we open up. And if one of the volunteers is missing, the other volunteers will call them up and say, where have you been? You're supposed to be here. We need you here. And they see this as their job. They tell me, you go to the office, we'll do the work out here.
Oh, that's great.
But I'll come out and help them too and work some.
That's so great to hear. So, with this year, as you know, Stock the Pantry is going back to a bit of a hybrid model. We were virtual last year, but kind of bringing back the actual food donations. So what would you want to tell the public? How can everybody get involved this year and help?
It would be easy to think that someone else is going to do it. But if you put this off for someone else, they may be putting it off to someone else and it doesn't happen. I would say think about what item you're going to get and then go get it. And know that even if you feel you're just getting 1 item or 2 items, you're feeding families, you're helping families. And we all have to chip in and do our part. Look for the sales that are out there. Look for, talk to the grocery store and tell them what you're buying for. And then go there and get these items that are on the list and bring them in. We're counting on you to help us out this year, because the needs not going to go away. We don't want the resources that help us meet the need to go away. So I would say, please, right now, don't just think I'll do it next week or I'll do it toward the end of the month. Go out right now and buy the items that are needed and see how, you're welcome to visit one in our pantry and see how you're helping us fill up bags that we can meet the needs of our community.
That was so powerful and well said.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Pastor Maynard. I think we learned a lot about your involvement and the needs every year, and it's so good to just put that out there and let everybody know that it is such a simple thing to do to help and give your part. And businesses can help too, right? Usually businesses will work together.
Businesses can help. I know some will be providing money resources and stuff instead of buying items. Both is appropriate and you in your giving, and just know that we appreciate what you're doing, and you're a major part in helping us meet the needs during the summertime.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. It was nice to get to know you.
You too, Nadia.
To learn more about Stock the Pantry or the United Way Emerging Leaders, visit www.unitedwaygw.org.